The Uzumaki clan has been one of the most popular and mysterious clans in the series. It was a very powerful clan that could rival even the Uchiha and Senju clans. Despite Naruto being a member of this clan, he seems very distant from the clan, and it looks like he has never used his clan's techniques. But this isn't true, and today I want to talk about times when Naruto has used his clan's techniques. But before I start, I want to ask you all to make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Many characters in Naruto possessed one-of-a-kind abilities that served as clan identifiers. For example, Sasuke was using his clan's Kekkei Genkai Sharingan, Ino Shikucho was using their clan's hidden techniques, Neji and Hinata were using Byakugan, and so on. It was very cool to see different characters using different abilities that were trademarks of their families, and the clans in general had a very big role in constructing the amazing world building of Naruto. However, there was one character who didn't possess any ability that was unique to him and his clan members, and that character was none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the main character of the series. Well, this is understandable because Naruto was an orphan, and he didn't have any family members who would explain Uzumaki clan techniques and would definitely teach their son if they were still alive. However, despite that, Naruto has still used the abilities of his clan. And the first ability was when he used adamantine sealing chains. Well, this is a sealing technique that is characteristic of the Uzumaki clan. Users produce chains made out of their own chakra, which typically emerge from their torso. Users control the chains as they extend outwards from their bodies, most commonly to wrap around targets and restrain them. The chains are extremely durable, enough that even the Nine-Tails would struggle to destroy them. Depending on the number and length of chains that users intend to produce, they may prefer to initially create only a few chains, which they send underground to split apart and spread around the area as needed, leaving their immediate surroundings uncluttered. A barrier can be erected between two or more sealing chains, which is quite impenetrable. Kushina Uzumaki creates such a barrier to not only prevent the Nine-Tails from escaping a defined area, but also to prevent the third Hokage from entering it. Because the chains are made of the user's chakra, the chains can be produced anywhere the user's chakra resides. When she was the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, Kushina used the chains to bind the Nine-Tails within her subconscious, and for this reason, she never once lost control of its power. Naruto used this power in his battle against the Nine-Tails in Chapter 498. After Kushina's death, some of her chakra was sealed within her son, Naruto Uzumaki, allowing her to produce the chains from his body in order to help him combat the Nine-Tails. Another Uzumaki clan ability that Naruto has used is the Tori Seal. With this technique, he can create several massive interlocking tori that can even immobilize and imprison Kurama with ease. Naruto then isolated Kurama's chakra in another part of him, away from the fox itself, and between four tories, so he could access it freely. It was later revealed that Kurama isn't always bound by the tori and has freedom of movement behind its cage. But Naruto can enter the cage without breaking the seal and still manipulate the tori to immobilize the fox if he wants. Interestingly enough, when this seal was made, Kurama made an allusion to the Sage of Six Paths, but never finished its statement. This technique looks a lot like Hashirama Senju's Gate of the Great God, and I assume that Gate of the Great God could be some kind of version of the Tori Seal. Hashirama's technique could also be from the Uzumaki clan, which he could learn from his wife, who was a member of the Uzumaki clan. Also, maybe a lot of you didn't know, but the reason Minato and Naruto's Jinchuriki forms are different from other Jinchurikis, and the reason they even have the chakra cloak, is because of the Tori Seal. When they enter Kurama mode, not only Tailed Beast chakra activates, but the Tori Seal too, and the markings on their bodies are because of that seal. Also, prior to his battle with Pain, Jiraiya mentioned that Minato sealed Nine-Tails within Naruto partially with the intent of having Naruto master a certain technique. Although it was never elaborated upon what technique it was, it's possible that he was referring to Nine-Tails chakra mode, as Minato wanted Naruto to master Kurama's chakra. I assume that he read somewhere about the Tori Seal granting its users the ability to use Nine-Tails chakra mode after defeating the beast, and due to that, we can assume that Naruto was not the first Jinchuriki of Nine-Tails. Otherwise, how would the Uzumaki clan create Kurama chakra mode if they couldn't use it in the first place? Maybe being the user of Kurama chakra mode is not necessary to use this power, and it could be the same chakra mode as was used by Ashura Atsutsuki, who we know was not Jinchuriki of any tailed beast, since tailed beasts were very little by the time of Ashura and Indra's fight. and according to Hagoromo, it was Ashura's own power that he awakened after harsh training. And who knows, Uzumakis, who are the descendants of Ashura Otsutsuki, could have learned the power of their ancestor and wrote it down in one of their seals. Interestingly enough, when Naruto first used Nine-Tails mode, his previous seal's outward appearance had changed into a shape of a Magatama, along with a swirl design that resembled Azuchi Gokuri's symbol. It was exactly the same marking that was seen behind Obito's back after becoming the Jinchuriki of Ten-Tails. Who knows, there could be some kind of connection. And as a bonus, it seems Masashi Kishimoto wanted to make Rinnegan a rare mutation of the Uzumaki clan, as Rinnegan seems to be highly associated with the techniques of the Uzumaki clan. For example, the human path is very similar to the Reaper's Death Seal, especially if we remove the dying part. Naraka path is very similar to Healing Bites. This path is said to be able to heal other people's pains, similar to how Uzumaki's can heal others with his Heal Bite. The chains that are used to subdue Tailed Beast, similar to the one that Obito used, are really similar to the adamantine chains of the Uzumaki clan. This one is a long shot, but the animal path is quite similar to how easily Uzumakis are able to control Tailed Beasts compared to other normal ninjas. My guess is that Kishimoto at first decided to make Nagato a rare case of Uzumaki mutation, but later scrapped it in favor of Madara awakening the Rinnegan. That would explain the uncanny similarity between the Uzumaki clan and the Rinnegan. To be honest, the reason Naruto never needed to use Uzumaki clan techniques was that he was already overpowered by Kurama. But now that Kurama is gone, he will have no choice but to use them. Plus, we know that Momoshiki is living inside Boruto, similar to how Kurama was in Naruto. But the biggest difference is that unlike Kurama, Momoshiki is not restrained, and he can use Boruto's body basically whenever he wishes to. So in order to do that, Naruto has to use some kind of Uzumaki Funjutsu to weaken Momoshiki and make it easier for Boruto to control him. I'm very disappointed that the Uzumaki clans didn't get enough screen time in this series, and Naruto almost never used their powers, but after losing Kurama, I hope to see him using his clan abilities more often. In my opinion, the Uzumaki clan has been the most interesting clan out there, and I'm very disappointed that we know very little about them. The most we heard about them was when Naruto met Kushina, who explained to his son about her clan, but she just briefly talked about it. Not a lot of people know why the Uzumaki clan was destroyed in the first place, and how strong they were, so I plan to make a video about this topic in the upcoming days, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope this was informative. Make sure to check out our other videos if you like this one.